Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper, and welcome back everybody to a brand new video. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered has the possibility of being announced today. That's right, the long-awaited MW2 Remaster for next-gen consoles absolutely has the possibility of Activision officially announcing it today and giving us a lot more details and information. Now, we're going to get into all that, but if you guys are excited for MW2 Remastered, then be sure to leave a thumbs up, and I want to get a little gauge about how you guys are feeling about this. Also, if you guys do happen to be brand new to the channel, and if you have not done this already, be sure you do subscribe and turn on those notifications. I'm actually getting really close to 100k, and if you guys would like to help me out, it'd be greatly appreciated. And let me know in the comment section if you just subscribed as well. But with all that being said and out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. So for anyone who's not up to speed on the subject or hasn't really done too much research into the topic, I want to briefly explain how this actually came up, why MW2 Remastered just now is becoming such a big, popular, hot thing to talk about, and also where we're headed with this in the future. So this all started from when there was a listing on the Italian Amazon, and essentially what goes down is normally, check this out right here, this was posted from the actual Activision Blizzard page. This is the verified account that put stuff up there, but very shortly on only the Italian version of this website, there was a listing for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered for both Xbox and PlayStation. Now, this kind of thing is nothing new. 9 times out of 10, when some kind of online like retailer leaks a product that was accidentally revealed too early, somebody slipped up and posted it soon and somebody caught it, normally this ends up being true and we get whatever product that was. Whether or not they intended for us to see it at that time, it ends up happening some point down the road, and I bet you this is going to be no different. But the thing that makes no sense and is really baffling to me is the timing of all this. This is seriously, I've been playing Call of Duty pretty much ever since the beginning, and I've never seen them market a game like this or this kind of weird drop of timing when other pieces of content in the same franchise are coming out as well. So right now this is rumored to release sometime in April. That was the release date. We don't know if it's a placeholder or you know, what have you. Sometimes they do that. They'll put a placeholder name and price, but we don't know if that's actually the case for this one. You might recall back to the days of Call of Duty 4, before that remaster came out, there was some online leaks as well, and it had the actual, you know, same price tag, and it ended up being what it was listed, from what I understand anyway, so I would assume that, you know, MW2 would be no different. But assuming the price tag and the release date are all the same as listed online, this brings up a lot of questions. Why are they doing this? World War II DLC 2 has just been announced, but there is no trailer for it, and that's a completely other can of worms. I'll discuss that a little bit later. There's no trailer for World War II DLC 2, but we have a date, and it's going to be basically mid-April, and that makes room for if MW2 was going to release in late April. But also, we have to think about, we have 2 more DLCs for World War II, and then we have Black Ops 4 coming out. So this leaves us at an odds. Why would they come out with a brand new Call of Duty game, a remaster in fact, when in IW season they dropped Call of Duty 4 as their pre-order bonus? It only makes sense for when Infinite Warfare drops their next Call of Duty game to put MW2 Remastered as the pre-order bonus. A lot of people assumed that what was going to happen, myself included, but it seems they're changing up the formula here, and there's no really clear answer as to why. And we have a brand new game coming out in the fall. Like, I don't know how they're shoving all of this content out at once. But when you think about and analyze it a little bit more, it actually starts to add up and makes sense. So a lot of people have been speculating that since the price tag is at such a weird number, basically MW2 Remastered from the Italian website is priced at $20. Pretty much that's the rough give and take for US, and UK it'd probably be a little bit more pounds, I think. But assuming that's all true, it would make sense that if there was going to be no multiplayer aspect to it and if it was campaign only, a lot of sources from Charlie Intel have saying there's going to be no multiplayer to it, and that's what all the word around town is that MW2 Remastered is going to happen, but it's not going to feature a multiplayer section, and this has people rioting. There is literally no point in a lot of people's minds, and kind of myself included, if you're gonna remaster this game and not include the MP. But I would tell you that there is evidence to the contrary as well. Before the Call of Duty 4 official announcement happened and these leaks were going around, a lot of people thought that was going to be campaign only as well, based on the statistics that we had at the moment. I don't think the price tag was any different like it was in this case for the MW2, but based on like the title and what we were seeing, that people thought this was going to be campaign only and there was going to be pretty much no point to buying it. Of course, we all know very well that Call of Duty 4 has a full-on multiplayer scene. There's, supply drops in it. There's additional DLC content. Call of Duty 4 multiplayer is actually as big as pretty much it's ever been on this next-gen console. And Modern Warfare 2, I don't think would be any different. But the counter argument to that is the fact that Raven Software developed Call of Duty 4 Remastered. The entire game, the campaign, the multiplayer, that was developed by them. Now, Raven Studio is very familiar with COD games. I do believe that they had a hand in last-gen Black Ops 3. They've developed on Ghost as well. I think they're just sort of a supporting studio for a lot of different ones when it comes to if they need help for porting a game or if they need help in the small points of the actual, like, current-gen development. Raven even made Exo Zombies back in Advanced Warfare. Sledgehammer didn't actually make Exos, believe it or not. That was all Raven's thing. So if you liked Exo Zombies, then you might like Raven Software. If you like Call of Duty 4 Remastered, then you'll probably enjoy Raven. However, we know that Raven is not working on MW2 Remastered. However, there is another company called Beanox, and if you guys might be familiar with them, they did have a small hand with last-gen Black Ops 3. Actually, I take that back. They didn't really have a small hand. They pretty much did all of the manpower for it, and I do believe a few others helped, but that was pretty much Beanox's baby there, was last gen BO3, and I think that was their first COD title, but they've also been posting very recently that they're hiring people who are interested in working on the Call of Duty series, and that's all they said. We don't have any further details after that. And to top that all off, Activision's been pretty vocal as of recently on Twitter and different social medias that they're gonna have a really big announcement, quote unquote, that people need to be around to hear, and it's gonna be some big reveal. We don't know what it is, and that was all the details they shared. Now, just yesterday, Call of Duty World War II's DLC 2 got announced, and apparently that's not the big event. That's not the big thing that they were waiting for. And what makes me believe that's true is the fact that they didn't even drop a trailer for this DLC, as I explained earlier. It's almost like they're trying to downplay this on purpose to make room for something else, and that something else is likely... Now, with that being said, if Modern Warfare 2 Remastered does get announced and it doesn't have a multiplayer, I would tell you guys to, I don't know, just have faith. I don't see them remastering a game for just the campaign and making a huge deal about it, you know what I mean? Hyping all this up, getting ready to do an announcement, which we're going to talk about, but I don't think that would be the case. Just very conspicuous this all is it not? Activision is going to be doing an announcement today, in fact. I think it's going to be later on in the evening, but it's going to be on their Twitch channel. If you guys want to go follow Activision's Twitch page, I'll have a link in the description if you want to go over there, but I guess they're going to be making some kind of announcement. People are going to be watching. I think there's already people in the chat, like they've been waiting all day. From what I understand, this is supposed to be where it's at. I don't know if MW2 Remastered is going to be announced this time, but I would say if it is, then don't miss it. And I think it's also worth mentioning that when Call of Duty Activision was revealing the World War II DLC 2 map pack, when they were streaming, this guy was playing and he got up and just put on some Modern Warfare 2, the night vision goggles. I believe that was one that came with the pre-order bonus way back in the day, but he started wearing them for a good amount of time, and people were freaking out. So take that how you will. I'm not saying that's a confirmation by any means, and he's probably could be just trolling on us, but take that how you will. But when it really comes down to it, I feel like ever so recently, the entire community has been on the edge of their seat just waiting every single day for a droplet of information or just any sort of sprinkle or a hint as to when Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to be announced, because it's kind of, the cat's out of the bag at this point, you know what I mean? Like, this leak happened, this all started, and they haven't flat out denied it either, and the evidence is sort of stacked against them, so I would say be on the lookout. Now, as far as having the no multiplayer thing goes, I don't know the actual verdict on that. I wish I could tell you for certain of yes, it's gonna have multiplayer, or no, it's not, just so we can know for a fact and don't have to worry about it. But I'd also say that Activision knows that this is probably one of the most beloved multiplayers in the entire franchise. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this video will agree with that. This was probably your favorite multiplayer. Definitely was mine. I'm not saying it's the best multiplayer, because this is a completely different discussion, but MW2 mechanically is pretty broken, but it was so much fun, and there's no denying that fact. And Activision is fully aware of that. So if they made the campaign and not the multiplayer at any point in time, they would be shooting themselves in the foot, in my opinion, and I just don't really see that happening. If multiplayer does not come with the initial launch, I could see it being added in a little bit later and maybe being patched into the game somehow. I don't know. I just have a good feeling. I have a hunch that they wouldn't let us down when it comes to the MP side of things, as they are fully aware of what this means to a lot of the community and how easy it would be if they just make the campaign as well. But I think it'd be better just for Activision to let them share the full details rather than us just speculating about it all the time. But I did want to keep you guys updated on this because there's so much misinformation going around, and I don't know if this is the way that this was supposed to happen with the leak and all that, and just kind of how things are being spread. I think it's been a little bit of a mess, and I hope I was able to straighten things out somewhat. And of course, I'm going to keep you guys updated if anything does drop in. Of course, you guys should be watching that Activision live stream later on Twitch, and of course that link will be down in the description if you guys want to go over there. But I think we can go ahead and pretty much wrap the video up here, but I do want to ask you guys one question. Would you buy Modern Warfare 2 Remastered if it didn't have multiplayer at first? All right, so let's just say for hypothesis sake that this is $20 when it comes out. You can buy the game, but it does not have an MP on launch. However, they are going to be bringing it at some point in time, maybe a month down the road. It will be added to the game for free. Like, imagine that. Would you be purchasing this game then? I genuinely want to know. I probably will end up getting it if it's just for the campaign. I mean, it's $20 and I get to kind of relive a good part of my childhood in HD graphics. So I think that'd be kind of cool, but I am very, very adamant about them adding a multiplayer section to this. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. But if you guys enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave a thumbs up. It does help me out a ton. Subscribe if you are new to this channel and haven't done already. And other than that, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you all in the next live stream or the next video. Peace out.